Hi guys, Justin here. I hope everyone is well. Welcome back to another one of our YouTube videos where today I'm going to go through some of the common reasons why recruitment agencies fail and why I've seen various recruitment businesses fall off a cliff over the years. So I'm going to list 12 different reasons why that's happened in no particular order, and you can tell me in the comments below if you think that relates to you and your business. Number one, failing to build a strong employer brand. The mistake I see is the agency founders not showcasing the agency's value to attract top candidates and clients. This is how you can avoid doing that. Okay, you've got to invest in making your business look professional. You've got to invest in actually making your business look credible, looking like a genuine expert within your sector. If people visit your website, if people visit your LinkedIn page, if people look at your team's company profiles, if people see that the branding is on point, if people see that you're nailing the message, if people can see that it relates to your sector, the chances are they're going to think you're the right people to go to. If your SEO is aligned, that when they do a keyword search, that your business comes up, then you're going to have a strong employer brand, then you're going to be seen as a go-to. It's one of the main reasons why I see people absolutely flop is they try and be all things to all people. They do not have a strong employer brand. So that's coming in at number one for me. Secondly, so many recruitment business owners ignore data and metrics. These are the biggest clues that you can have to understand where you're succeeding, where you're going wrong, what your time to hire is, what the performance of your recruiters is like, what the performance of your team members is like, what the conversion of your marketing collateral is. All these various things, data and metrics are absolutely crucial. You need to understand them because you need to know what to invest in. You need to understand who's not performing. All these things you need to read as a founder and really, really be aligned to ensure that your business is running as efficiently and as effectively as possible. Make sure you've got a solid ATS and your CRM system is on point and that all the team run everything through a system and process. If they're not doing that, if they're working slapdash, if they're not following, if there isn't a clear direction from the leadership as to how the business should be run, you're never going to know how you can do better. You're never going to know how inefficient or efficient you're being. It's a big, big mistake. Look after your data and metrics. Number three that I always hear about from candidates and from other recruitment business owners and why deals drop off is poor candidate screening. You've got to make sure when you talk to the candidates that they are up for the job, that you've covered up off their desire to move, that they are right for the job, that their family's willing to move with them if it's a relocation. You've got to make sure you conducted detailed interviews and assessed that they've got the skill set, they've got the salary bracket, they've got all the things needed for this job, that they're not interviewing elsewhere, that they really want the job, that they're not just playing you and playing a game with you so they can just get a rise at the next business. You've got to ideally look at the whites in the eyes of people and understand if they're genuinely committed to moving roles. You've got to make sure your candidate screening is on point. Don't take shortcuts on this. It will bite you in the bum down the line. You've got to ensure that your candidate screening is followed, is thorough, that your recruiters are trained, that they understand how to screen, and that no shortcuts are ever taken. Fourth point where I see recruitment businesses fail is that they have inconsistent communication. And what I mean by that is they fail to keep clients informed about what's going on. They fail to keep candidates informed. Everyone is having to chase the business the whole time. The business therefore gets a very bad reputation because no one ever really knows what's going on there. Communication is absolutely key in recruitment. No news is news. Your client should never chase you. That if they chase you, you are on the back foot. If you're on the back foot, that's not someone that people are probably going to enjoy working with. Your candidates should be kept informed. Your candidates should understand that you're trying to work hard for them. Your clients should always be kept abreast of what a candidate's situation is. Communication is basic. I see so many people leave gaps. I hear so many people get briefed in a job and not even respond to a client for 2 weeks. That is absolutely nuts. Other people who are going to want to work for that client probably going to be communicating better than you. Poor communication is one of the principal reasons why I see recruitment businesses fail. When I worked in advertising, it was the worst thing I ever saw people do. Advertising agencies fail when they didn't communicate to clients. All service businesses fail when they don't communicate to clients. Make sure you communicate to your clients. Make sure you communicate to your candidates. They are the lifeblood of your business. If you don't do that, you're going down the toilet. Overworking staff. I'm going to put this as number 5 as one of the reasons why I see recruitment businesses fail. Burnout in recruitment is real. Burnout in a 360 recruitment model, that is completely real as well. I've said it many, many times. I have a layered recruitment business. I have client management, business development, offshore delivery, marketing and operation, all working in their own teams, all working in their specific functions, knowing what they're doing, all working absolutely nailing their skill set. If you try and if you have a business full of 360 recruiters, they're trying to manage clients, they're trying to bring in new business, business. They're trying to manage candidates. They're trying to place candidates. Burnout is real. There's no structure to those businesses normally, and people often end up leaving, never coming back to recruitment. Overworking staff is an absolute worst thing you can do. Your culture will be suffocated, your business will be suffocated, people will resent coming into work. No money you can throw at people actually alleviates burnout, actually alleviates overworking. Every time I've been in a business that's been overworked, it fails, people leave, attrition becomes much higher. Don't overwork your staff. Go into a model that works like in a slick fashion and that can allow you to operate really, really, really efficiently and effectively. And for me, that is the layered model. Strongly recommend you do that. Make sure you get a good ops team in. Make sure you get a great finance team in. Don't try and be all things to all people, and be a master within your niche. Number 6, I just touched on it when I said I talked about overworking, but I'm going to emphasize that point again. Moving to a structured model will make your business work more effectively. If you think about all the different components there are in a car that need to be put together, you've got specialists and technicians that work within every aspect of that. It's same within recruitment. If you have people that specialize in finding candidates, they'll nail that. If you have people that specialize in customer relationship, they'll nail that. If you have people specialized in business development, they'll be the ones bringing in the BD. If you have people specialized in finance, they'll make sure your cash is collected. And if you have people specialized in marketing, they'll make sure your brand is on point. Now, I appreciate not everyone might have a business that size where they've got all those divisions. The point is, if you have specialists in place, your business will move effectively. Everyone will have a clear idea of what they do, their roles and responsibilities will be outlined, and everyone will be working towards the better cause of making the business as successful as possible. Trust me, I've had both the 360 model, I've had the layered model. I swear by the layered model, and I genuinely think if you're going to be a sustainable recruitment business in the modern world, operating in a hybrid fashion, this is the model to work in. Number 7, one of the other reasons I see recruitment business fail is a lack of process and a lack of structure. You've got to have clear ideas of how the whole process system works within your business, how candidates are screened, how they're sent to the client managers, how CVs are distributed out to clients, how feedback is taken, how offers are given out. There has to be a complete process within your business. If there isn't a process operating within your business, people will never learn. It will just collapse and fall down. You've got to make sure when people join you, when people are with you, that they know what your business's way about working is, that they know how the systems flow into each other, how in every scenario, how you can deal with problems, how you can deal with success. Make sure that you've got a system and a process that operates effectively and smoothly, that it's written down, and that it's the holy grail that the business operates from. Number 8. And this is a recent thing that I see many businesses kind of not really work effectively and efficiently and be overtaken by their competitors. And that is not you making the most of automation and tools. We now, as I said many, many times before, have an offshore team, have a team that operate all our AI systems and tools. We're generating multiple thousands of leads every month. We're generating way more leads than when we had 40 people with 20 people. Why? Well, this is what I teach people in my program, because there's systems and tools out there now that can make your business, your boutique, look as big as possible, send out as many leads as possible. You've got to use AI to streamline your candidate processes, to streamline your client outreach, to increase the volume of your client outreach. And if you're not doing that, you're really missing an opportunity, and your competitors will be doing that. There's so many great tools out there, but you don't have to buy everything. Become a master at one or two. Get your email outreach sorted, get your LinkedIn outreach sorted, get systems and tools working on your marketing campaign so your outreach is nailed there. Get your candidate acquisition machines nailed. And if you get everyone moving into the funnel, you will be working more efficiently and effectively than your competitors. Number 9, I'm going to say here is, and this particularly applies to many businesses operating in the old 360 model, they don't have an effective customer acquisition system. They don't have someone that's purely dedicated to new business all the time. They're very much a yo-yo business. So sometimes they've got lots of jobs, then they haven't got any jobs. Sometimes they've got lots of candidates and they don't have any candidates. They can constantly yo-yoing. You need to have a customer acquisition system that's constantly knocking on the doors of clients, that's constantly out there marketing to them, that's got your dream 100 list of potential people, your dream 50 list, whatever your dream list is. You've got to make sure that your acquisition system is hitting these people all the time, that you're popping out the toaster from those particular clients, so that when they think about recruiting, you are the first name that's there. Your niche needs to be nailed, your systems need to be nailed, and you need to be in their face. And you can only do that by building an effective customer acquisition system. Trust me, this is the best way you can get through any market condition is by constantly being out there in the face of your potential customers. Big mistake I see a lot of businesses do is that they over-rely on using job boards. They don't have an effective candidate system. They don't have effective ATS. They don't have an effective way of headhunting profiles. They're just completely reliant on scraping job boards. Do not be that business. You've got to build up your own candidate database. You've got to be actively headhunting. You cannot rely on job boards all the time. Job boards can turn you off. In a tough market, in a candidate-driven market, you will have no chance in growing your business. Don't just rely on job boards. Use LinkedIn, use headhunting, build out an offshore team who are constantly talking to new people. Have an effective ATS that's regularly managed, that's regularly cleaned, that's got all the right codes in place. Make sure you build that in the good times and in the bad, because that is your number one vehicle that's going to enable you to grow your business. Number 11, I'm going to say, is neglecting client relationships. So many businesses don't make the most of the customers that they sign terms of business with. They simply move on to the next customer, the next customer, the next customer, where some of the lowest hanging fruit can be coming from their existing client portfolio. Nurture your client relationships. You work so hard to get those terms of business. Find out what you can do for that customer. Make sure you keep knocking on that door. Find out who they work with. Get internal referrals. See how you can open up that division more. Your customers, your existing people that have signed terms of business for you, should be your first port of call. So many businesses move on from them. Go back. Make sure your structure in your business is one that doesn't allow your existing client portfolio to be ignored. Honestly, if you do that, and it's the lowest hanging fruit you can get, and if you do that, your revenues will grow from the easiest pot to the one that's right at the end of your nose. Number 12, I'm going to say here, is not understanding financials. Now, I've had the same CFO for 10 years. One of the main things I teach people in our program is to understand cash flow. It's to understand where you should be investing and how you should be investing. It's to understand what things cost, is that you've actually got a tight rein on your costs and on your business. Don't try and be all things to all people if you're the founder. Make sure you invest in a finance person. It is absolutely critical that you know when to hire, how to hire, who to hire, and that you can know what tools you need, what they're going to cost, what your profit margins are going to be. If you do not have a clear indication of that, you're never going to grow your business. You're never going to get beyond that solopreneur phase. You're going to be caught in a world of paranoia. Invest in a finance person. They will make your life easier. They will enable you to grow your business. So guys, I hope these 12 strategies have been effective. Some might seem obvious, but it's important that I remind you why each of these 12 points are important. It's important that I remind you what you need to look at. Sometimes the most basic things become the bits that keep your business alive and that stop your business from growing. I genuinely believe all those 12 points, they're fundamental in a successful recruitment company. Each over the 14 years of me having a business, I haven't been perfect. I've had problems with each one of those 12. And once I've tweaked them, once I've looked into those aspects, things have improved. So avoiding these mistakes, I assure you can grow your business. I assure you can be steadfast in any market. And I look forward to sharing more tips with you in another video. And of course, if you're very interested in joining our program, where we help and guide mentors build and grow a sustainable recruitment business that utilizes marketing, offshore, and automation, then please do reach out. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.